Hello and welcome to Davis World. Today I bought a mystery box. I opened it because I wasn't sure what it was and I was expecting a box, and it took more than a week to arrive, so I wasn't know it was coming. But this is a mystery box. I got this on Groupon for $9.99 and I'll put the slide up for that. Good. As you see, you get 10 items, and when you go to their website, this box is much more expensive than the $9.99 I had to pay for it. It's $29.99 looking at this on their website. So they do give you a list of what you might get in your box, and this is the list. So with that, this parcel is supposed to be valued at near £50 of value. Now, as you take it, I've looked inside, and it's about time that you've seen what I see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to empty it out beside me. Then we're going to go through each thing and I'm going to show you it, and you can put your own value on what the item is worth. To me, I go really cheap and I'll be able to find the best deal for it, so we may struggle to get to the 50 quid that it's valued at. So, what shall we start with? We have one, and I will take it, it is a mobile phone selfie light. So yes, you can buy these on Amazon. This one came, of course, from China, and all it is a cable to charge up. There must be a battery within this, and this bit clips onto your phone. And is there any charge in it? I doubt it. Oh, there is. So this goes onto your phone and provides light onto your face. I don't think it's going to give all that much light. Oh, it goes brighter. It has four stages. So one charge cable for charging up in the top. So I may be able to find some use for that, but maybe taking pictures in the dark. But that's item one. Item two, we have a lightning splitter designed for iPhones. So that, of course, you put that into your iPhone, then you can plug in two different items into the same connector. So, if you have an iPhone, yeah, okay, fine, but does it have big value for it? It's a pretty simple item, and I bet you from China you can get this really cheap. Along the cable line, if you notice on the list, it denoted cables. So we have one Samsung Type 3 cable. They're all made by the same company, it seems, except for one of them. Two are made by the same company. And this one is a micro USB. So I don't know anything about this make, but it isn't a make that we recognise the name for. So these cables are going to be dead cheap. There is no way these cables are more than £1, even for me to order them and get them delivered from China. The next one is another USB cable. This one is for an iPhone. So that's 3 cables. That's one of each one. A C, a micro, in one for an iPhone, which I think covers just about all the cables that you could possibly have. And a splitter. So we have 2 things for an iPhone, which doesn't help if you don't have an iPhone. So that's 5 items. That's halfway through our list of 10 items that we're getting in this box. And yes, I got it on Groupon for $9.99, but I also had to pay $4.99 postage to get it. So this is £15 total. But the total cost, the total value of these items are supposed to be £50. So what we have is one very cheap looking blue strap watch. With like a leather strap. One blue watch with leather strap. That's item 6. Item 7. One red cheap looking leather strap on the same watch design. Item 7. Item 8. Any guesses? Watch. White. Leather. Same design as the other 2 previous designs. 3 items exactly the same. Now they did say you would get duplicates, but 3 of the same item, just different colours. That's more duplicate than you want, because these are women's watches, not men's watches, so you haven't even mixed in a child's watch, a man's watch and a woman's watch. So one white watch. Press studs, you use the press studs to fasten it. So what is number 9 going to be? There's a big vote on that. It's another bloody watch. This is the same style as all the others. All these 3 watches are all the same. They come from the same company. They have the same design, just different coloured straps. And this one is like an orangey tan colour. But the watch is pretty cheap looking. It's like an antique like effect, but I can't imagine this watch being more than £1, really. And finally, item 10. It's not a watch. Let's just say it's not a watch. It is, well, they call it an 8.5 LCD writing tablet for kids. Now, this is a very funny item. It is just plastic with a pen, and I don't know if you can make out, but that's as bright as the writing gets on it. It takes a battery, a little battery, and it has a switch. The problem comes is that it's very hard to tell which is the lock off and the lock on. So I think the lock is off, and it does write, but it is very... See, can you see that? Can you make out? You can just about see the writing on it. Now you're supposed to get rid of it by holding that. I don't know how long you have to hold it for, but it's still there. Or do you hold that and just wipe across it? Oh, well, that didn't wipe it off. So, one plastic. Really? You call that a tech item? It's pretty pathetic, really, it is. It's supposed to pull out the pen, write on the area with the pen, press the remove button to erase the writing content. Please replace a new battery when without function. This is the plastic cable. In case of losing pen, please use a lanyard to connect to your pen. It's got a hole in the top so you can, Really. Now this is supposed to be valued at £50. £50, If I get this writing thing back in its little plastic thing, I wouldn't pay more than a couple of quid for this. If you're paying 10 quid for that, you're mentally disturbed, because it is very thin plastic. It's hard to read. I'd rather buy a tablet for 30 quid. Buy an Amazon tablet for 30 quid. Will do a hell of a lot more than this piece of plastic, which I just can't work that one out. But I wouldn't value that very high. It's, when you look at it, it's cheap and nasty. This seems to be the best, virtually the best item that generally you might use. If you've got a mobile phone, then a light may be slightly useful, but then you're going to have to carry it around. And you can buy some smaller lights than this. But this for me, this in the pack, this and maybe the Type-C cable, because I have a Samsung phone. So these two items are it. But we have 10 items. I paid £15, which is £1.50 an item. Now, I can go in the pound shop and get a Type-C cable. I can go in the pound shop and get an iPhone cable. And I can get it all in the pound shop, because these aren't top quality items. These are cheap and cheerful. They're even just the 2 amp versions. I paid £2. I paid £2 and got a pack of 4 for 8 in total, and they were the 3 USB. So these are the lower ones, and they cost that much. This might have, maybe because it's an iPhone, might have £6 or £7 value, but it is a cheap little item, and I bet if I went and looked, I could probably get that really cheap. Looking at the watches, well, they aren't for me. My daughter might like them, but with that, she might be able to give them away as presents, but I wouldn't class them as big items. I can't work out where the 50 quid comes in, because I don't see 50 quid. At the 15 quid, yeah, fine. That'll be about as much as I would be prepared, because this is junk. These are presents. The cables are useful, because cables are always useful. So, yeah. What do you think? Put it down in the comment section. A bit negative, but I was expecting a box. I was expecting at least something decent, and not 4 of the same item. Yeah, they said maybe I was expecting 1 or 2 items, like something simple, like the batteries, because you could get batteries. Batteries would be a little bit more useful, but still they don't have the big value to them. You can buy a pack of 8 batteries for £1.50 to get a better quality one. So with that, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for your notifications. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.